Greetings, it's Pastor Weaver coming to you from the Atherton Church here in the city of Hawthorne, greater Los Angeles metropolitan area with the word for the week. And so I'm just grateful and thankful. I love this word. As you know, I love most of the words that the Lord gives me to share with you. But the word this week is the word sufficient. It's found in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse number 9. And this is where Paul is speaking here, and God speaks to Paul. And look what he says. He said, and he has said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for power is perfected in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I would rather boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may dwell in me. The word Christ uses, because this actually is God speaking here, it says, my grace is sufficient. That word sufficient right there means that it is able to accomplish anything that we stand in need of. His grace is sufficient. That word grace means favor. His favor is sufficient on our life, whether it's serving grace, whether it's sacrificing grace, whether it's suffering grace, whether it's giving grace. Whatever the grace is sufficient for whatever our need is. And I'm so grateful for the sufficiency of God's grace. And we know that grace basically is God's undeserved favor for us who are the undeserving. And so as God gives us his favor, we know we don't deserve it. But what I love about it is sufficient for any need that we have. And I want to tell you, child of God, his grace is enough to meet your need and to meet my need at the same time. And he's not short on his supply of grace. His grace is sufficient. And I want you to know on this week, as you go through your week, I want you to meditate on the sufficiency of God's grace, of his favor on your life, knowing that you are undeserving. Bless you. Praise God. Hope to see you back on next week.